All right, 10 minutes before the top of the hour. Last week, we were bombarded with reports of nearly 120 foreign-owned shops being looted in Soweto and other areas around Johannesburg. Different justifications of these events have come up, including xenophobia, allegations of police complicity, with others claiming it was pure criminality. One other angle, however, that keeps coming up is the issue of competition and how this fight is fueled by local business people who feel stifled by their foreign counterparts. For a look at the regulation of small and informal businesses and how this can provide solutions, we're joined in studio by the Minister of Small Business Development, Lindiwe Zulu. It's good to have you. Thank you very much for being with us, Minister.
Good morning, Leon, and thank you for your invitation.
All right, now, what are your thoughts on what's been happening in Soweto, particularly in your portfolio of ministerial governance?
Well, the immediate thing that came to my mind was we need to fast-track our own plans as the department, because we do have plans that would address the challenges facing not only just the foreigners, but facing small and medium enterprises, particularly in the townships. So we have to fast-track our plans, because fast-tracking those plans will help us to ensure that the regulatory environment, just even the working environment for small and medium enterprises is improved. But more than anything else, it's about focusing on our own people, South Africans in particular, in ensuring that we empower them to take advantage of a possibility of themselves running small spaza shops.
Yeah. As it stands right now, what are the regulations around foreign-owned businesses, particularly within our townships?
That's why I'm saying we need to fast-track that, because the regulations are falling short a little bit in terms of ensuring that there's proper rezoning, there's proper infrastructure. We need to make sure that we work with provincial and local government structures to make sure that whatever regulations are available are enforced, because that's one of the challenges that we face, is the lack of enforcement of regulations that even exist.
Yeah. At the moment, so looking at the situation of foreign-owned shops, is it illegal what they're doing?
No, it's not illegal. It's legal for them to operate, but of course we must also understand that some of them are legal, some of them are illegal. That's why we're talking about law enforcement and ensuring that those that are illegal and also are trading on illegal goods needs to be dealt with. That's the responsibility of law enforcement, but it's more a responsibility of local structures.
Is there governance, is there law enforcement when it comes to this right now? I mean, do we find that the police go in there, that members from your department go in there, that we have a look and see that these shops that are operating are abiding by the regulations?
They are. The fact that the police can be able to go there means they are regulated by something. So at the end of the day, it's about ensuring, well, let me just take a step back and also say the department, through the Department of Trade and Industry in the past, already started a process of consultation with all our local people there, because they have been complaining a lot from all over the country that the space is being closed for them because they are foreign nationals who are operating, and also because the foreign nationals are much more close and cooperate very well and support each other very well. So they have a competitive edge on that issue. So we're saying what is important is how do we empower our own people to also do exactly the same?
Yeah. How do we do that? And how can they say that the foreigners have got a better support structure when this is their country? And I'm sure that they've got more of a support structure. So in terms of going into the townships and trying to get that competition and the playing field level, how do you go about doing something like this?
We do have a strategy already, which is called the National Business Upliftment Strategy, informal upliftment, which is a strategy that basically has to answer exactly the questions that you are asking. It's about going out there and ensuring that our people have the capacity, first and foremost, because it's a skill. You don't think that running a spaza shop, you don't need to have a skill. It's a skill, number one. Number two, many of these people are already, who are coming from outside, are coming from a long experience of traders, of support, which South Africans didn't have, you know, the history where we come from. So it's about turning that around. But also it's about looking at the foreigners themselves and saying they can't also behave like they're living in isolation somewhere. They live within our communities. They have to engage with our communities. They can even go go into partnership and share their experiences and skills with our own local people. But it's also about our local people taking advantage and getting up and trying to find out why is it that these people are being successful. I'm talking about legal, with legal products, and fair competition.
Yeah, indeed. I know that you've just come out of an ANC Lekgotla. Was this issue discussed at all?
We are in the Lekgotla still at the moment. Of course, because of what is happening, it's on the lips of everybody because it's on our face.
Yeah, indeed.
It happened at a time when we were just going to go into our Lekgotla. So it is an issue that is of concern. It is an issue that I, for instance, have had a conversation already with Premier Makura, because it started here in Gauteng, but also we're looking at speaking at the other premiers because it looks like it's starting to spread into other areas, and we need to contain it in the best way that we can. So it means we need to be proactive in ensuring that we contain it.
Yeah, indeed. I know that the top story we're running in our news is that of what's happening in the Northern Cape as well. So
yes,
it certainly is spreading throughout the country and something that needs to be handled with a matter of urgency. But Minister, thank you for talking to us. Thank you for giving us the perspective from small business development, because at the issue of it, and really at the heart of it all, is small businesses and the destruction thereof, and that competition between foreign-owned businesses and local-owned businesses. And that, I imagine, is a huge problem. Lindiwe Zulu, the Minister in the Department of Small Business Development, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for your invitation.
All right, let's take a break.